Hey guys, welcome back to Uniquely Me with Simone Stewart. As I shared with you before, guys, that the channel has evolved. We are now looking at just a whole matter of empowerment, guys, life empowerment, financial empowerment, and of course, faith empowerment. I made a promise, guys, that I would share with you 5 budgeting lessons I learned while operating this channel. And guys, let me tell you, I think if there's anybody who is qualified to talk about it, I'm one of them. Guys, you can really spend you can spend a ton here trying to operate in the social media space. You can spend a ton, you can waste a lot of money, and just as how every dollar matters just in life in general, it's the same thing with deciding to operate a YouTube channel. Now guys, a YouTube channel, as you will probably have noticed, for a lot of people it's a business. A lot of persons, YouTube is all they do, and that's because I have experienced it for myself. YouTube can indeed earn you quite a pretty penny, but it requires 3 things, guys. It requires dedication, consistency, and commitment. And I've not always been consistent. I have not always been dedicated, simply because, guys, I do have a full-time job. I do have other things going on, and life does happen. And it's those things, guys, that I will say have taught me quite a lot that I want to share with you. Now, guys, I'm going to share 5 tips, 5 lessons, I should say, that I learned in there. I'll throw in a few advice as it relates to managing yourself and managing your money, guys, as it relates to you diving off into your side hustle, your business, your YouTube channel. Stick around, guys. Tip number 5, I am sure you are definitely going to like it. But I know, guys, you know I always come with substance here. You'll see me looking down from time to time because I have the notes here on my phone, and so that's why I am looking down. Now, guys, the first thing I learned is that every dollar, right, needs a job. Every dollar needs a job. Now, when I first started YouTube, guys, I used my phone. I remember I would just run into the bathroom at work and I'd use my phone to record. And then as I got more and more in the space, and of course began watching what other persons were doing on YouTube, I found that it was fancy to have a nice camera. And so I will tell you, let me just share quickly. When I decided first to go, I went on oh my god, it wasn't eBay. There's another similar, I forgot the name of it now, but I'd gone on there, and this was me in Jamaica, guys. And I remember I bought this camera, and when the camera, I paid about 400 US for it, but that was a steal, guys, because what the person sent to me, he sent me a tripod. He sent me various lenses. Like, I got a full kit for that, and that was my start. And then as I went on, guys, I invested in bigger cameras and more cameras. And the truth is, guys, that over time I kind of wondered, where did all the money go? Because if you're not consistent, guys, it means that all this investment that you've made, that money is just, you're sitting, you've invested in all these equipments and you're not using them. I bought lights, I bought different mics, I bought different tripods. I'm looking at the things here in front of me, guys. I spent good money. If I'm not lying, I'm almost sure I have spent $500,000 Jamaican dollars in equipments, right, to operate here on YouTube. Have I been using them? No. So I've been sitting on $500,000 worth of things. I'll say to you guys, here is a practical tip: create a plan. Create a plan. If you are going to start your YouTube channel, create a plan. And the plan, there's several of the experts here on YouTube who will tell you you don't need to go investing in fancy camera like I did. Start with your phone, right? If you don't have a tripod, and now guys, tripods are so inexpensive. You can get an inexpensive one. You don't have to go heavy duty for the start. You can, there is Think Media. I always like to watch his initial video. He showed how he would use books and he would stack them up at the window and put his camera on it. That was his tripod. So guys, you have to find what works. Don't dive off and throw a bunch of money, right? Because that's money that you'll be sitting at, money that you could be using for other things. So first thing that I learned is that every dollar needs a job, right? I didn't always have persons to interview, and then there was a time too in the process where I had taken on a videographer, an editor, and I had to be paying them, guys. I taken on a makeup artist as well, and I was paying, but there was no money coming in. As a matter of fact too, initially too, when my channel overall was on the TV station, it was not generating any form of money, but I had to be paying for the space on that television channel. So guys, every dollar needs a job. So make a plan, guys. Create a plan and be intentional about your purchases and or your financial decision. Now, lesson number 2, guys, is invest in what brings the best return. Invest in what brings the best return. I think about the softwares, editing softwares, and that I needed to have invested in. I initially invested, I remember one of my editors, he had invested in a what you call it, like a bootleg or something. And what happened in the process is that he scammers, it's not scammers, what you call them, I don't remember what you call them, they had shut down, they had captured his computer, so to speak, and all of my videos got caught in it. And so guys, I was not able to meet my deadline at the time, or meet my filming and showcasing schedule. And that again, guys, was quite a lot of money that was again not being put to good use. Guys, invest in things that provide the most value. Invest in things that provide the most value. I have here a tip for you. Focus on expenses or investments that contribute directly to the growth, whether it is in business or in personal life. And so guys, I use this as an example. For instance, if you go on TikTok, everybody is selling something, and if you are like me, I am an impulsive buyer from time to time, and I've had to be saying to myself, Simone, you don't need that, you don't need that right now, you don't need that right now. The various mics and stuff, I look back now, some of the things that I bought, I probably did not need to buy them at the time, guys. So guys, be very intentional about your spending. Lesson number 3 that I learned is track everything, guys. Just like your finances, one of the things that I do, I have a budget, guys. I have a budget planner. I actually created a budget planner that you can actually find in my my Amazon store. I use it to track all of my expenses, guys. Literally every single thing, I use it to track everything that you are doing for your channel. I'm going to encourage you, track it, guys. If you buy a mic, write it down. If you buy a new tripod, write it down. And then now when you do that, guys, you're better able to see based on the income that, for instance, if you've started earning from YouTube, you're able now to say, okay, let's say YouTube gives you $500 for the month, but you have spent $600 already. You know that you are over budget, guys. So you want to be very intentional about what you are doing. So guys, I would say to you, here's a tip: track your expenses for 30 days. Track your expenses for 30 days, and I promise you, it will surprise you. So it's not just for your channel only, but overall in general, do a 30-day, and again guys, my budget booklet can help you with that. 30 days, track your expenses, and it may blow your mind what you have spent on, and you'll also be able to see that some of the things that you've spent on, they were more wants rather than needs. All right guys, lesson number 4 is be consistent. Be consistent, right? Small actions compound over time. Now here on YouTube, I have learned guys over time, the videos don't need to be perfect, and I'm sure you've seen quite a lot. They don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Consistency is what works. Like right now, I'm really trying to get my channel back up. I literally lost all income earning power on the channel. Most persons I would have lost. I mean, I still kept my subscriber base, but are people tuning in to see what I'm doing, and are they coming back? No. And you'll often see that in the level of the views that you're getting, that helps you to realize that okay, I've lost traction somewhat. I encourage you guys, you don't need big changes. You don't need to make big changes overnight. Just make the small, regular efforts. And guys, this is also applicable to life. You know, I get caught in this from time to time where I jump all in, right? And I tend to jump headway, and I burn myself out. I literally burn myself out because I'm trying to do everything overnight. I'm trying to do everything all at once. When I get an idea, you see guys, I cannot contain myself. I literally run away with myself, but then I suffer from burnout. Right? It's the same thing here guys. One of the lessons I've learned over time is consistency, and it's the same thing guys. Budget yourself, budget your time. It's not just about your money, you know. It's not just about your money, it's also about your time. It's also about your other resources. A typical example is a car. You have a car, and everywhere you're going you drive. Some places you can walk. You can walk, because every time you turn that engine on guys, that's gas that you are literally using up. That's money you could literally be saving, right? So again, be consistent. Now guys, my final tip, and I know you have stuck around for that, is plan for the unexpected. Plan for the unexpected. I've had so many incidents here in COVID time. I remember my videographer, he got COVID and almost died. That caused my business to have taken a nosedive. Again, I had another videographer, guys. He would just disappear. And when I'm thinking that okay, he's available, we can film, he was not available, and so I lost time. I was not able to put out any videos, right? So I lost viewership, I lost income as a result, and I did not have a backup plan. And can I tell you guys, you know what I did as a result to ensure that didn't reach me again? I went and I learned how to do my own filming and how to edit my videos. So most of what I've done, especially in the last 2 years, I edited them. I went and I invested, guys. Granted, yes, I invested a little bit too much, but I bought cameras, I bought lights, I bought mics, all the things that were relevant and essential and necessary to make sure that my channel was operational. I did, and that included me I'm sorry, learning how to edit my own videos. Guys, life is unpredictable. That's why having an emergency fund also is non-negotiable. And this is where, guys, a line of credit comes in. I know some persons don't necessarily like debts, but let me tell you something. A line of credit, if you've not used it, you won't pay anything for it. And so having that line of credit is always a good option. So go talk with your banker. Go talk with your banker and ask about a line of credit, not a credit card, guys. A line of credit. It's very good to have. Also, I'll say to you guys that in preparing for the unexpected, guys, just life in general, have a little extra savings somewhere. It doesn't have to be big. It can just be 10 Canadian dollars. It can be 1,000 Jamaican dollars. Put that in a savings account, guys. Put that away. every month. I usually, it's something I adopted for all the years that I've been working, to put away at least 1,000 Jamaican dollars at the time, because I say, you know what, I waste $1,000 doing all kinds of stuff each month. Put $1,000 away in a savings account, guys. Put it somewhere. Guys, running this channel has taught me that budgeting isn't just about cutting costs. That's the truth. It's not just about cutting costs. It's about being intentional. It's about being consistent, and it's about being prepared. Let me say that again. Running this channel is not just about cutting costs. The greater lessons I have learned in running this channel is about being very intentional, being prepared, and being consistent. If there are any of the tips that resonated with you guys, please let me know which one. Was it number 1? Was it number 5? Was it number 3? Was it number 4? Which one resonated more with you? And of course, guys, I'd love to hear from you as well. Are you a YouTuber? What has been some of those lessons? Or are you just in general operating a business? Or you are probably salaried? What are some of those budgeting lessons you have learned? Let's share them below, guys. Share them below, and let's empower the community. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.